Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Ortberg, thank you for being with us today. I think that listening to this today, it made me think of Secretary Duffy's remarks that it was time for you all to have some tough love. And I agree with that. And I appreciate the conversation around how dedicated you are to addressing a comprehensive safety plan. That is important. And I want to talk with you about what you're doing to improve your company's culture and that work culture. This is a very important part of any business. It appears that your company work culture has been frayed. So very quickly, what are you personally doing to change this work culture at Boeing?
Senator, the first thing I'm doing is leading by example and getting our people closer to the people doing the design and the production of the airplane. So, tomorrow I'll be in St. Louis with the people that are manufacturing military airplanes on the floor. Next week I'll be in Everett, Washington with our wide-body team, talking to union members about the difficulties that they're having in manufacturing the aircraft and what we need to do to help them be successful. So that's the first step in changing the culture, is getting people to recognize that leadership's role is to help the organization be successful, not to make themselves successful. So we've got a lot of activity underway to do that. We've made
How are your employees responding to that?
Very positively. Very positively. We just did an all-employee survey, which is a means that I'm going to use to measure the culture change, and we have that survey structured so I can look at any place in the organization.
Okay, then let me do this. I want to ask you about whistleblowers.
Okay.
Because we've heard from some of the Boeing whistleblowers, and I know you're familiar with their names, but you don't have a good record of protecting and supporting whistleblowers. And some of the stories around these whistleblowers has been very upsetting to people like me who have worked through my public service to protect whistleblowers. I think that they're essential. So talk to me about what you're doing to change that policy to support and not to ostracize or isolate whistleblowers.
Senator, the company has an anti-retaliation policy. It's unacceptable for anybody to retaliate against, whether it's a whistleblower or anybody bringing up a quality issue. And I've made that perfectly clear in all of our all-employee meetings, all-employee sessions. In fact, I've told employees if they have an issue, send me a note. I'll address it. And some have sent me a note. I've met with the whistleblower, one of the whistleblowers. My door is open to discuss with any of the whistleblowers what they're seeing and make sure that there is no retaliation in the organization. But this is a part of the culture change within the company, is we need...
Oh, not to interrupt, but I want to ask you, are you stepping back to some of those whistleblowers who have experienced a less than positive relationship? Are you righting those wrongs?
Senator, in many cases, the whistleblowers that I'm aware of, those activities happened a long time ago. Some of those are still with the company, and I've met with one of the whistleblowers with the company. So I know that in the past, all the retaliation claims have been thoroughly investigated, and if there's retaliation, there's been corrective action taken.
Okay, let me move on. COMAC. I think we're all concerned about COMAC and the Chinese Communist Party, and the CEO of Ryanair recently said they were open to buying planes from COMAC. We're all concerned about competition that would come from China and the Chinese Communist Party. So what steps are you taking to innovate and to make certain that you are competing and out-competing our foreign competitors?
Senator, Comac is a competitor. We also have a much bigger competitor in Europe that we compete with on a regular basis in all of our markets. We have to stay competitive. We have to invest in the future of our company. We're investing in new versions of the MAX aircraft. We're investing in the new largest wide-body airplane, dual-engine airplane in the history with our 777X program. And all those airplane investments are about staying ahead of the competition and making sure that we can compete in a global market.
Thank you.
Senator Lujan.